Again. I am just trying to do these as live as possible. If y'all remember from my introduction video, I try to do these live so that, I don't know, people can see life as it happens. I don't live an edited life. I only do recorded videos when live for YouTube is not working or maybe the stream quality is real cruddy, but I'm able to keep rolling and going here. So, if you haven't already, go ahead and give a big thumbs up if you like videos about motherhood, if you like building a mom community, if you are just a YouTube fan. I would really appreciate it if I got a thumbs up. Um, but YouTube, I'm, by the way, my notes, real life. Um, YouTube for me is such a stress reliever, and it allows me an opportunity to say what's on my mind, organize my thoughts, and then I don't get overwhelmed with my day-to-day grind. So for everyone who doesn't know who I am, my name is Sarah Taylor. I'm a wife, mother, and a business owner. um, and this is how I do it all. This is it. um, I will be doing another video right after this, where it's more about me and who I am, because I feel like that's something I haven't done yet, is really give you some pieces of who I am, and that's where I struggle. I struggle talking about myself, because let's face it, we're moms. We come in last place. We never think about ourselves first. We think about ourselves last. So I really felt like it was important to do this video today on motherhood, um, so that things like mom shaming can go away, uh, because I experience that as a mother. Not every day, but I do. And one time hurts so much, and it takes so many good jobs just to get rid of it. I'm going to talk about what I'm learning as a mom, and what is really important. Like, is it more important to obsess about a clean house or to build memories with your family? Talking about what it's like to homeschool in the summer. I'm going to talk about what it means to date your spouse. Uh, Shelf cooking. That's new kinds of cooking for me that I'm enjoying. And I'm going to talk about something that'll really connect to the next video, which is the strength of women in my life and how that has molded me to be who I am. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. We're just going to see. We're going to see. So I got my coffee from this morning. Yeah, y'all know how it is. You can have hot coffee in the morning, but if you want cold coffee, just sit on the counter and forget about it, and it'll be cold, because that's how it happens when you don't always get back to your coffee, or you sometimes find it in the microwave. So, sorry if that grosses y'all out, but that's motherhood. Okay, so let's get into it. What I'm learning is important is taking care of my family. Being a mom is not a one person job. And I say that, and that's going to be confusing. I feel like I am doing the jobs of at least 5 people at one time. So I don't ever feel like it's a one person job. That whole thing, that saying where it takes a village to raise one child, very true. Very true. Moms are chauffeurs. Sometimes they're the only cook in the house. Sometimes they are the gardener, they're the teacher, they're the counselor, they are the maid, the laundry maid, they're the vet sometimes, they are the nurse sometimes, they're they are everything. They are who your children look up to the most. And I'm not discrediting any single fathers out there, because sometimes y'all got to be mom and dad too, just like moms have to be mom and dad too. But the role of a parent is so important to the family structure. And what I thought the role of a mom was really came from the women in my life. Now, the women in my life, you want to talk about some strong, get it done women. My great grandmother was a Marine. and she had 4 children. She managed to maintain her home. She went to school and graduated. She from college. She like I said, she was a Marine, and she made sure things like dinner was on the table at a certain time. So she was like all about meal prep. She uh, really made sure her family was together. She is so impressive. She's a role model to me, even though I never really got a chance to get to know her. She died when I was a year old, but she was very much a strong woman. Uh, she, I think she ran a business out of her house too. I think she did people's taxes during tax season because I think that's what she went to school for. I'm not sure. Not sure. But my mom was a single mother of 2, and she managed multiple jobs while going to school and taking care of me and my sister. My grandmother was a single mother of 4, maintained work, and made sure all her kids were okay. It was it was unbelievable. My other grandmother on my father's side, she, for the most part, she really raised her boys. Um, and I say for the most part just because I don't have the exact details. I don't know how active my grandfather was in that dynamic. And because I don't know, I don't want to say for sure. But I know that she is I don't need a man, I'll do it myself attitude. She's so her own spirit. She just can do anything she sets her mind to. And I am very close to my grandmothers, both my mom's mom and my dad's mom. I feel like they have so much to offer, and I could talk to them all day and not feel exhausted. I love them so much. They are such an important part of my life. Excuse me. Woo. They are such an important part of my life, and I couldn't imagine a day without them. So, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I'm gonna change topics here because I'm getting emotional. Homeschooling at home, that is something I never thought I would do. I really enjoy spending that time with Abigail. It's our one-on-one time. Sometimes it's our girl time, and she really needs that. We have such a great communication between us that she can really tell me what she needs, and she can really just connect with me, and I can really connect with her. So we do a lot of homeschooling together, and it's not like nose to the grindstone kind of. One second. Hello? Who is it? I'm on YouTube. Who is it?
Abigail.
It's Abigail. Amazing. I was just talking about her. What, baby?
Daddy's asleep. Can I fly one of our kites?
No.
Okay.
No, that's a grown-up activity because if that gets stuck in a tree, I can't help you.
Okay.
Go play with your brother, baby.
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Anyways, oh goodness. So, anyways, you're probably gonna hear my son hitting on the door because now he knows I'm in here. Oh, he just ran away. We do a lot of activities like that. It's a lot of fun stuff. She likes to just be wherever I am. So, uh, homeschooling was like one of my number one ways I got introduced to motherhood because um, Abby was born when Christopher and her mom were 18, and I didn't come into the picture until Abby was 4. So my intro to motherhood was definitely being a step parent. Now Christopher and I didn't get married until Abby was 6, but nonetheless, it was really hard to explain to people what I was. I was like girlfriend, or like it was just hard. So motherhood really started for me when she was 4. Um, we do a lot of we do math, we do science. I just got done making some really, really cheap at home arts and some construction papers of things for her science, like a parts of a plant and it's all on construction paper, or a my plant journal and it's shaped like a bean. Stuff like that. Anything I can do to keep it affordable, um, I've done. And I posted that picture on Raising Taylor's Moments for anybody looking to do some affordable homeschooling. I've also done a video on her affordable homeschooling where it cost me like $8 or something to buy her school supplies. Super easy. Um, so I while we were on vacation, which I just did a video about that if you haven't seen it, while we were book shopping for hubby and I when we were on our husband-wife time, I bought her two new workbooks, a cursive writing workbook and a math workbook that is Minecraft themed. She loves Minecraft. She loves it, loves it, loves it. And the only time she gets to play it is when she's at our house. And it is it follows Common Core, which is good only in the sense that I don't know Common Core. So it's kind of teaching us both, because I just know what I've been taught and it wasn't Common Core. So it's also in alignment with how state testing is. It gives her things like word problems. It breaks down how to do fractions, and it is for third and fourth grade. Oop, my note came up. There we go. And we work through that, and she loves it. So I try to keep learning as fun as possible, and we do quite a bit of reading. She has a goal of reading like 6 or 8 books, and she's read 5. So having lots of fun with that. Date your spouse. That's something I have on here that I feel like I must talk about, because I have only been married for 2 years, and my husband and I have been together for 4. So I wouldn't even say it was dating before we got married. We really have just been a lean on each other kind of couple. And I say that because it wasn't the way the whole thing happened. To make it summed up, is he was coming back home from Springfield. He was reaching out to friends on Facebook to see who would want to meet up, and I responded to that, and we have been with each other ever since. It was not intended to be a romantic thing. It just kind of happened. It's just how everything fell together. I guess you could say we dated for like a month, and then we got our first apartment like about a month afterwards, and we've been together ever since. So it was a very fast relationship. So everything we do is really fast. So whether you've been with somebody for 6 years or 4 years, you still need to date your spouse. And that connects because I'm still learning about who I am as a person. I'm 26. My husband's 26. We were 20 whatever. I can't think right now. We were 20 whatever when we got together, and we just had a lot of adult things happening without the natural time for them to happen. So dating your spouse means taking time for each other. It doesn't mean like only scheduling date nights. It means like enjoying something you do together on a regular basis. Like my husband and I, we love drinking coffee together. One of our favorite things to do is drink coffee in the morning. Now, we don't do this hardly anymore, and the reason is because I'm exhausted, but I am dedicated to managing my time better and focusing on what is more important, which is the topic I talked about in the beginning. It's more important to focus on family than it is to make sure I have a spotless floor. Okay? Obsess about nothing and enjoy everything. With that said, I'm learning how to date my spouse. I'm not saying we have like problems or anything, but there's always room for improvement. I am really bad with communicating, and YouTube is helping me with that. And the way YouTube is helping me with my communication with my husband is that I'm able to record myself like this and sit back and watch it and see if what I think I said was actually spoken rather than just spoken in my head, because my internal dialogue is not always matching what's coming out of my mouth. And that is mostly because I'm at home with a 21-month-old all day who doesn't really speak sentences. He speaks words here and there, and that's it. So I don't really have a whole lot of adult interaction all day. And that has really made it difficult to communicate effectively with my husband. And communication tends to turn into a honey-do list rather than a honey, how was your day? So um, we date each other by taking each other out. Go to dinner, go to a movie. Movies are a little difficult because you can't really talk during them. Uh, but being together is nice. A date for me is going to a place where they don't put crayons on the table. That's a date. um, Dating your spouse also does things like wake up in the morning and start it with coffee with your loved one, or never going to bed angry, or making sure you always end the day with each other. So I'm learning how to do that, and the more I learn how to do that is the more I'll share with you guys, because I feel like everybody knows marriage is hard, but until these moments happen, it's really difficult to explain how marriage is hard. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this up by talking about what shelf cooking is like. I really learned about shelf cooking this past week. This week we really didn't have a car available to us until Wednesday. And even then, we weren't comfortable driving around the loaner car to go get food if we had food in the house. So I was learning how to shelf cook this week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the video previous, I think it's fairly much in the beginning of the video, I talk about the car and what happened on vacation with the car. Um, but shelf cooking this week, I learned how to cook all week without milk, bread. No, sorry, I had like seven or 10 slices of bread left for the week. Um, no milk, no eggs, no fresh fruit, no. I had a few veggies left, and really just using my pantry. And as a mother, I don't know how you can survive without building a food supply. I don't know how you survive without building a dry, non perishable food supply. Because if I didn't, we would have been in trouble. So all week, we managed to feed everybody on our shelf cooking. So shelf cooking has become a huge part of my motherhood life, um, and it will continue to be so. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here and let YouTube process it. It's still processing the other video, so because it's doing that, I'm probably just going to do the next one live as well. So feel free to join me for the next one. Thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you would like to just be a part of my family via Instagram instead of committing to YouTube family, that's okay, because it's a lot easier to look at a picture and put it down. I get it. That would be the Raising Taylor's Moments Instagram account. I follow whoever follows me, and I am learning how to respond to comments from my phone. In the last video I said, ooh, sorry y'all. In the last video I said I can't, but I just learned how to, so now I'm happy. Thank you so much for everyone who supports my channel, and as always, I support moms and other moms helping each other, moms helping moms. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye for now.